Hi, Huskies. Today, I want to talk about your artist voice. Every artist has a voice, and it's not just the words we speak, but it's also we can communicate with images and share ideas through art. So, before you can use your artist voice, let's think about where is our voice coming from? Artists are influenced by where they live, their family, the experiences they've had in life, the time that they're living in, their ideas, their opinions, their likes and their dislikes. All of those things contribute to what artists create and what their creations say. So I want you to think a little bit about your artist voice and what kinds of things are you saying in your art. In your workbook, there's a page that looks like this. It says, I can learn my artist voice. And below, you can see there's these little circles. And so I want you to brainstorm a little bit and think about the things that are important to you, the things that have influenced you, and fill it out. And I did that. I'm going to share mine, and then you can work on yours after you watch the story and think a little bit about what sort of influences you have in your life. So here's mine. Okay, I'm going to come over here so I can see what I'm pointing to. Making jewelry. I like to make jewelry. And so that's something that I enjoy doing. And so sometimes I express my artist voice through that. I have a pet cat. So sometimes I draw pictures of my cats. I have a garden. A lot of my artwork features nature themes. I live very close to Bond Park. And often I will go and ride my bike or take a walk, and I'm very inspired by the nature that I see in Bond Park. Here it says, Mom of two tall boys. I have two sons. They both have sort of long hair, and they're both kind of tall. Down here is a picture of a little lizard. It's one of my favorite animals. Little geckos and lizards, they live on my porch, and I'm always excited to see them. Reading. I read a lot of books, and so the things that I read often influence my ideas in art. My mom and my grandfather are artists, and so I come from a family where I was sort of encouraged growing up to do art, and I think that helped guide my decision to become an art teacher. Over here it says the 80s, and this little hand wearing some strange 80s fashions and some of the colors of the 80s. And so I think I graduated from high school in the 1980s, and I think the time that you grow up also influences things about you in addition to where you grew up and other parts of your family and culture. And then right here it says the beach, and I like to go visit the beach. I also like to visit the mountains. I love living in North Carolina because we have beaches and mountains within a day's drive. And so this, of course, is not a complete list of everything that gives me my artist voice. But these are things that are important to me that sort of popped into my head. I have done a lot of paintings of the beach from photographs that I took when I went to visit. And so where you live and your environment and your culture and the time that you're living in influences your art, and it influences the artwork of artists that you'll see. So when you go to an art museum or you go to an art gallery or you see a work of art, you might want to consider, when did that artist live, and how did where that artist lived and time that they lived, and maybe circumstances of their life. Did they have an easy life? Did they have a hard life? All those things are going to have a role and play a part in what their art looks like and how they chose to express themselves. So artist voice is something that's important beyond the elements of art and principles of design. You have to think about what you're trying to say. What do you want to say, and why do you have that opinion? Where are you coming from? And that will help you to discover your artist voice. So enjoy filling out your workbook page, enjoy the story, and don't forget to use your artist voice. Bye.